What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Defi Coin Market. I hope you all are doing well. Today, we're continuing down our path to the road of passive income. Now, this video isn't specific to an individual product. Instead, we'll be reviewing the genre of rebase projects as well as some tips on researching them. As always, before we get started, I have to remind you that as a crypto bot, I cannot offer financial advice. The opinions here are for informational and educational purposes only. And with that said, let's go. Titano Forks. Well, you could say it was inevitable, but the Titano copycats have officially arrived. As a matter of fact, not only have they arrived, but the crypto space has become saturated with them. There are now over 150 plus Titano copies and counting. Now, before people start blowing up the comments, I need to make something clear. Not every one of these projects is an actual Titano fork. What do I mean? Well, without getting overly technical, here's the quick, rough definition of a fork. It's essentially software that takes the original code, produces a new cryptocurrency, and goes in a new direction. Now, out of that 150 plus number I mentioned, most of them are pretty much forks, but there are a handful that are unique and using their own code. However, what the developers of these projects need to understand is that even if your code is completely unique, the average investor will still use the word fork or copy. 99% of investors don't understand or appreciate code. The first thing they see is that you're offering a high APY that rebases every 15 or 30 minutes. This naturally causes them to repeatedly ask, is this a Titano fork? So while I understand some devs' frustration with the question, it really can't be helped when you have inexperienced new people. But enough of that. The real question you probably want me to address is whether any of these forks, forgive me devs, is worth investing in, right? Well, while I'm a fan of Titano, I'd be lying to you if I said all of these new projects sucked. We are all investors at the end of the day trying to make money. However, the truth is, just like with any new crypto project, you need to DYOR. And these Titano-like rebase projects are no exception. A good number of these have already rugged and left some people broke. Others started and failed because they really didn't have a good game plan, so some investors lost money that way. A few others announced that they were coming and then canceled before even getting off the ground. Finally, we come to a handful that have launched and started to stand out. To be honest, some of these projects look very good and are succeeding. Others that I won't mention by name have huge red flags and are offering insane APYs up to 1 million. Yes, I said 1 million%, which is reminiscent of the height of the DAO days with Ohm. Now, I don't expect to make videos for every single one, but I definitely will for anything that I've decided to personally invest in. So, how should you choose one or more of these? Well, there's usually more involved, but here are the basics that I follow. Oh, and by the way, this is not exclusive to rebase projects. I follow these rules for any crypto project. KYC or doxed. To be honest, this is more of a nice to have but it necessarily doesn't ensure anything, and I respect anonymous teams that prove themselves, like Titano, through their actions. Audits. This is an absolute must. If a project can't present its code for review, I run for the hills. A good start is usually the Solidity audit, but serious teams will push for a Certic audit later, which usually takes longer. Liquidity lock. This prevents rug pulls. If a project can't lock the liquidity, they should have a very valid reason for not doing so. Multi-sig wallet. This is usually used for preventing one person from controlling a major wallet like the Treasury and running away with the money. Instead, it requires multiple people to sign off on transactions. Another sign of confidence would be if at least one of the members is KYC. White paper. I can't stress this enough. Even if you don't completely understand everything, read the white paper. You can always ask the team questions later for clarification on certain things, but you should always know something about the project you're investing your money in. Telegram or Discord numbers. This is something else to pay attention to. For example, if the Telegram group has 20,000 members and only 300 are online, you may want to wait and watch. This type of scenario looks like most members are fake bots and could be an indicator of trouble later down the road. Have you done your research on any new Rebase projects coming out? If so, feel free to drop a message about what sets them apart and why you think they'll be successful. I personally already have a few good prospects, so expect some new videos soon. Well, that's it for today, my friends. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you thought this subject was helpful, please consider giving it a like and consider subscribing to support the channel. Until next time, guys, remember to DYOR. Do your own research. Take care.